you liberal fruitcakes! The Alien Enemies Act of 1798! Let's talk about it! I'm done being surprised. I am just done being surprised. The issue of illegal immigration is a losing issue for the Democratic Party. And the Democratic Party just keeps on doubling down. I never thought that I would see a judge and people on the left side of the aisle get upset that Trump deported 200 illegal immigrants who were violent offenders and part of very dangerous gangs. Now, what you need to understand in terms of events is the president had already deported those people and the plane had already taken off before that judge put that order down. Now, you guys are going to say that that's an act of treason, that he's going to be held in contempt. That was an official act carried out by the President of the United States in his responsibility for national security. Therefore, because of his presidential immunity, he can't be found liable for that. Because he was acting in an official capacity with legal precedents on his side. So let's look at the legal precedents. Because you guys need to stop getting upset that he's unilaterally doing this. This is a law in the books. So the Illegal Enemies Act of 1798 allows the president to detain or deport non-citizens from hostile nations during a time of war, or when dealing with threats of national security. Now, the difference between this act and the rest of our immigration laws, this act does not require congressional approval. So the President of the United States has the right to unilaterally invoke this act. You're going to say that we're not in a time of war. That is true. But the act also states, or national security threats. Now, the President of the United States has the unilateral right to declare a national emergency. This includes issues of national security. Now, most of this falls under the National Emergency Act of 1976, which one allows him to unilaterally invoke the act without congressional approval and express why he's doing it. This was all done under an executive order. On January 20th, 2025, President Trump signed an executive order titled Protecting American People Against Invasion. The entire premise behind this is that illegal immigration poses a significant threat to national security. This sets up the precedence for him invoking the Alien Invasion Act of 1798, which he can both unilaterally do. I know you guys are going to say that checks and balances, separation of powers, 3 equal branches of government, right? I agree, there should be checks and balances. But you guys are getting upset over the deportation of violent gang members who are illegal immigrants entering the country wrongfully and then committing crimes. And I'm sorry, but everyday Americans see a judge say to the President of the United States, the head of the executive branch who's in charge of national security, hey, no. You need to turn those planes around and bring those violent people back. Now, I know you guys are going to argue in the comments. You're going to get mad at me. I don't care. Because a couple of months ago, you guys were saying, yeah, we want the violent people gone too, but we're concerned about the other non-violent offenders. Well, right now, this issue that's ruffling feathers, we're violent people. So go ahead, in the comments, justify your position. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see that this has nothing to do with the actual policies and the fact that it's just open disdain for Trump. Have a good day!